period following Alexander the Great's death in 323 BC was one of immense turmoil and seismic change. The Diadochi Wars, where his former generals, the Diadochi, fought fiercely over the shards of his empire. Amidst these grand conflicts, often lost to time, were the hundreds of thousands of soldiers whose lives hung not just by the edge of a sword, but at the mercy of ancient medicine, a paradox of healing and harm confronting warriors in the chaos of war. The battlefield of the Diadochi era was as much a theater of strategy as it was a crucible testing the capabilities of contemporary medical knowledge. Ancient practitioners were thrust into a complex role, walking the fine line between healer and innovator. They relied principally on the works of Hippocrates, with his humoral theory providing a basis for understanding ailments through the balance of bodily fluids: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. Yet when faced with fresh and gruesome casualties from bronze-tipped arrows or war elephants, traditional methods bent under these new demands. Ambitious improvisations arose, spurred by necessity and desperation. Herbal infusions, derived from local flora and trial-and-error discovery, were used to dress wounds and stave off infection with varying success. Glue-like concoctions aimed to hold dislodged body parts together, while primitive tourniquets tried to stem the loss of blood in a time before germ theory provided insights into the unseen killers. It's a testament to human ingenuity in dire circumstances. However, the realities on the ground often turned these well-meaning efforts into equally potent avenues for harm. Mishaps abounded as the knowledge gap revealed its peril. The absence of anesthesia meant operation without pain relief, a harrowing ordeal for any injured soldier. Mistakes in diagnosis, too, were rife, with the lack of accurate anatomical knowledge compounding more suffering. The limits of their scope were starkly exposed when infections developed into fevers and death overwhelmed after surgeries. This era, while marked by exploratory advancements, often left healing balancing precariously on the edge of harmful experimentation. Yet, in this crucible of conflict, there emerged figures who demonstrated the potential of ancient medical practice within war's theatre. One Jarenas, a physician intimately tied to Antigonus's army, reputedly documented not just the injuries sustained, but also charted potential remedies and outcomes. His meticulous records contributed to a budding body of medical literature that began infusing richer empirical observations into subsequent medical traditions. These physicians, astride the juggernaut of Alexander's fragmented empire, laid inadvertent stepping stones towards an evolving understanding of medicine. As we conclude, the Diadochi Wars present a vivid tableau of ancient medicine in a state of simultaneous evolution and stagnation. While the practice of healing was often insufficient against the brutal elegance of warfare, it nevertheless spotlighted the intertwined roles of necessity and invention. Medicine during this time was reflective of the broader landscape, tumultuous, opportunistic, and perpetually teetering on the brink of transformation. Today we owe a quiet acknowledgement to those who stitched together survival amidst the clash of empires, showing us that even in the relentless swirl of war, the pursuit of healing persisted unbowed.